welcome in. This is the final round of the 2024 Minnesota Majestic. We're playing Blue Ribbon Pines today. Luke Humphreys with Tall Paul Oman again, watching this thing go down. This tournament being brought to you guys by the Minnesota Frisbee Association, as well as Airborne Disc Golf and the great private course that BRP is, Paul. We're here. This is it.
Yeah, we got a great card today. We switched a couple faces out. Adam Hammis still on the card, shooting hot. Matt Oram right on his heels. Andrew Marweed working his way up with a hot round over at the Hollows. And Andrew Presnell. Here we go, hole one.
Yeah, they were shooting 1060s, 1070s yesterday. Fire stuff, going really low, which is what they're going to need to do again today. We're playing a 21-hole layout, so we're going to have some holes combined. Some of the holes we're just not going to play. We are playing the first, I believe, 7 in a row, though. So it'll start pretty normal. One is a pretty stock shot, 340. You're going to have a little left to right wind, I believe. But players should be birding this one.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate it. This is one of the best things we have here in Minnesota. It is the Minnesota Majestic. So once again, blue skies, clear day, awesome vibes. Let's have fun, all right? So starting off on our lead card, 28 down on the tournament, from Minocqua, Wisconsin, Adam Hammis!
Tom Odegaard killed it last week at the Preserve, and he's continuing to do so again right here at the Majestic, TDing both of those things. Looks like a slightly stable fairway driver from Adam. Look for maybe a slight flex, a mini flexor.
Just a beautiful day out here today.
Could have used a little mini flex, but he skips up into a good position.
Yeah. Overall from Creola, Alabama, Matthew Oram.
Adam's been leading the way this entire time. Matt, he got within 1 yesterday on 18, absolutely parking the basket. See if he can just continue the momentum that he was building at the end of that round. Start hot today. Beat it. That looked like it was 4 feet right out of his hand. He knew it immediately.
Currently 26 down on the tournament from Alpena, Michigan, Andrew Marweed.
And go Marweed shooting extremely hot yesterday. 1068 golf, I believe. Putting himself right there in position, and this place suits him really well. He's one of the most accurate forehanders of the disc we have. He's going to show his backhand right here, which is also very serviceable. Getting through the gap, past the basket a little bit. He'll be just inside the circle, which he is one of the most deadly guys.
Yeah.
From Ozark, Missouri, Andrew Presnell.
Major champ, Andrew Presnell right here, taking down Champions Cup early this year. I think it really just boosted his momentum. He's playing at a very elite level right now. Look for him to possibly take this thing down. He's got that major champ now. He's just the confidence, the first tee vibes. They're probably a little more chill once you've got that first major.
And he is just a snake at A tiers, gobbling them up at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. At the end of 2021, I believe he won 5 or 6 straight A tiers to finish out the season.
Just like you said, one of the best putters in the game.
Yep, formerly college basketball player. You know, he stood at the free throw line for hours, developing a routine, which I'm sure helps him in his disc golf game. No problem for Adam Hammis. He's gonna give him a little a cushion there. He gets another stroke on one. Slept on a 1-stroke lead, immediately makes it a 2-stroke lead. It's got to feel nice.
Yeah, no room for mistakes today here.
Just a little drop in for Prezi. And today is going to be slightly like a marathon. There's going to be those extra 3 holes. Consider it like a fighter who has to go 5 rounds in the championship bout. That's exactly what this final round is going to do. They're going to play those extra 3, ending on one of the best finishers in the game.
Yeah.
So good. But we'll get there eventually. Hole 2, this is a beautiful par 4, a 2-shot par 4 that you can choose your lane on late.
It was interesting to see Gabe fly that left route. I know you were really favoring that right route. I don't know.
You like the left route.
He saw that off the bat, so
How'd you play it this week?
I think I'm 1 down on the hole for the weekend.
Okay. All right. That's 2 of us. Well, we tied there.
We tied.
Adam Hammes looked pretty good. Didn't get it as far right, I think, as you would like.
You still got options.
I like that. You've got your dealer's choice between a Spikeiser putter or a putter Anheuser from there, which Andy will almost assuredly choose the Annie putter with his forehand.
A good hole gives you options.
It looks like Prezi, he's going to play the left route, your preferred route. Is that what you do too? Mid-range off the tee?
I was throwing a T-Bird 3, I believe.
Oh.
Trying to punch as far as I can. Why not?
Okay.
It's pretty open on that left side.
Matt going with the Prince. Little inside. Hits the foliage, but gets around the corner. Setting him up first. He's got a little mid-range. Oh, he's good.
Just such an open, clean lane. I'm not going to argue with it anymore. That's... The boy did it right.
Yeah, stand still, little flick of the wrist. He's also one of the best ever at that, so
Right.
making it look easy. This is what I think we'll probably see from Andy as well. Great stop right there.
Very good stop.
Was going to be in putting position as well, but
Good, but yeah, some obstruction there with those trees.
the initial gap you can see around the corner just barely is the gap that you have to worry about. This is flexing out.
Floatier.
Okay, that's 45 feet. Really needed to hold the turn. It's a horseshoe there, not just a gentle bend.
Here we go. Left side play.
Hits early, just inside circle. I mean, even with a slightly errant shot, he still has a very good putt. So
Yeah.
that route works as well.
Got a good look at that gap. He really pushed left off of that drive.
Look at that. Hearted again. So inside the circle looking good. Outside the circle, the same. Very comfortable looking Andy Marweed.
Yeah.
It's a scary proposition for his card mates.
Ooh. Presnell saying, hold up.
Yeah, Prezi with some confidence, also like a super scary proposition. This guy's a major champion now. That Northwoods course that he won at, the hardest ever, those conditions were sloppy, and 4 straight days really tested people's mentals.
That's a very great point.
This card is just cleaning up. All-star right off the bat on hole 2. It's what we're going to see from some guys who've risen to the top like the cream does and are playing really good golf. Headed into one of our favorite holes on the course and probably in general. It's definitely on my Dream 18.
Yeah.
You can bite off as much as you want. People do it all the time. But
All
same
the time?
people
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, Luke Taylor started off deuce, deuce. It was deuce, deuce, deuce.
Yeah. That's the
3,
next
2, 0.
generation.
Yeah, that is. Incredible talent from Michigan. Stays in the middle, which, man, it sets you up to have to go aggressive from deep now.
I love it. Hole 3 right here. It's like, let's get down. How you feeling for the day?
This is like
Sets the tone.
this is a Firebird, and this is leaking. Did it kick right? It did, I think. Stayed in bounds. We'll have to find out. For a guy like Andy with a good forehand, going out of bounds left is almost an assured par. He's going to get up and down from there.
Right. I mean, look, these guys are
For
taking it
Prezi,
slow, and Marweed wanted all the distance. He was hitting as much of the line as he could. It almost looked like he didn't Didn't mind where it landed.
Matty O going pine. This is ideal. Scoots back to the middle. You know, I was going to say about Prezzi's disc, landing on the left side like that for a backhand dominant player, it's gonna be tricky.
Yeah. That was a good, confident stroke from Matty O.
Yes, he's going zone from well over 300 feet.
He's gotten so comfortable with that disc. We've seen it in his hands all weekend.
He minimized his mistakes by choosing that disc. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
He definitely could have upped the speed, tried to get all the way there. 4 is a good score on this hole.
For the stand up.
Pretty nicely done.
I
That
like it.
angle, no problem.
Yeah, he was on that left side. Really worked it from the right to left.
Oh, Matty O catches the last one. Leaves him in a spot he's been at quite a bit this week, and he's been converting from there. So
Yeah.
look for him to make that little 40-footer. Look at this. Oh, sneaky little backside.
Fortune favors the bold.
It does. Getting aggressive there, trying to get back into the hallway, I'm sure.
Still giving it a bid.
Yeah. Par's not a bad score after hitting early like that.
Facts.
Ooh. Had to look great. Same for Prezzi. Neither one of those guys clean off the tee. Getting 4 after that. No problem. Just
Resetting it
inside
there.
the circle, maybe. I feel like he would have jumped it if it was out. So right at the edge. Typically for somebody who likes to jump, that's one of the harder putts on the course. Plus the basket's ever so slightly high. So you saw that extension from Matty. That's a perfect show of extension. One of the best people to really look at extension is Andrew Marweed, following through on every single putt, hand finishing at his target. There's a reason that he putts well. Andy gonna get a stroke on the card here, pull within 1 of the leader.
I like it.
We got a battle on our hands. Andy, Matt, and Adam hasn't given it back yet.
Oh no. That was a great par. We're moving into another tricky par 4 here. Gotta set something near this tee pad we're flying by with the drone right now. And you got this tricky shot over OB. Anything else you get out of place off the tee, you can still do some scrambling, but position A is right around that short tee pad.
Definitely. Anybody hitting short on the drive is going to leave themselves with a choice, whether or not to get aggressive over that out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, pushes through the first set of trees, catches the next limb, and that's kind of that spot I was talking about.
I don't hate it, honestly. He pushed through that first batch, like you said, and I think he can work with it.
I do like this play more. I think getting like that, oh my gosh, Matty O showing. Oh, just a little low.
Yeah.
With a little more height, that scoots down the hill right in front of the tee box you mentioned earlier and sets up what is probably the easiest approach.
Okay, taking it inside today.
Yeah, he took it wide round
Yeah.
1 and got to
I was-
amazing position.
I was curious if that's what he was looking at or if it was just a little bit of a pull, but that one, finding a tree in that first line of defense.
Prezzi, very similar to Matt. Just slightly low.
We're in for some good upshots right here.
Right, nobody exactly in the spot. Okay, he's going backdoor, skinny gap.
I think this is danger.
That's what happens if you kick left.
Ooh.
Didn't go OB.
Yeah, he got a bit of
Wow.
a forward kick. That right side is trouble. It's a touchy shot. Not impossible, but those kicks are mean.
This is backdoor as well. Just Can't kick.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Ooh, yeah, good reaction.
Counter skips. He's got 15 feet for his birdie.
I love that play. There's so many holes there for the forehand.
Talk about favoring the bold.
Yeah. Come on. Oh. He caught an early tree on the first round. Looks like he missed the first bunch, but
Yeah, I think that was early. Definitely would have intended to pull that over left of the tree. Similar to where this is entering. Andy, that looks like just an approach disc. For it to jump that high, it must have caught some mulch right.
pressure's on.
Look at how close Prezi indeed did come to OB. Stays in bounds, though. Slightly high from Matt. Okay, Prezi's comebacker before either Marweed or Hammies throws their next shot. Oh, no. 3-putt bogey from Andrew Presnell. Untimely.
Yeah, these guys are starting to get hot, too. Not a great time to be missing some putts.
No. Marweed now to keep pace with Adam and move one ahead of Oram. A little high in the chains. He doesn't, he doesn't really take too much off on those, which I do like. It keeps his rhythm and his stroke similar throughout the entire round.
These baskets like a good center hit, too, and I feel like he's always on the pole more often than not. And with the pace, it's not going to be too much of a problem.
That man lives on the pole.
Yeah. Here we go. Another somewhat short par 4 in the world of tour disc golf, but 620, tricky. Gotta be a 2-shot hole here to get to the basket. Trying to throw a nice straight stand up. Maybe throwing a forehand, something here.
Yeah, if you like the forehand putter shot, you can turn it to the left, miss that group of trees on the left side.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of the pure route, but you see guys go through that middle group all the time.
Yeah.
Really just not ending up right. Oh. Lovely redirection.
Seemed like as soon as you said the word right,
It
came
did.
out.
It
went
did.
right, but
I wonder why he didn't throw maybe he just didn't do it in practice, but the Germ showed us first round. You kind of weave it over there to the left side. We're seeing it right here from Adam. Let it flex back out. Oh, no.
still fine.
Agreed. In the open, grass, nothing around him.
That had to felt good off the hand. I mean, he can't be mad about that.
No. One of the worst results you'll see for a pure shot like that.
Pretty similar spot.
Good place to be.
First shot's not really about distance. Just keep it in play here
Yeah,
in the middle of the fairway.
That pond up there keeps you from... Oh,
This is just unfortunate.
that's a rough lie there for Prezi. He knew a little early out of the hand. All right.
Punchy.
Look at that. To edge a circle.
Wow.
Got through that first. Incredible stuff. Got to get me one of those discs. One of those keep flyers.
Keep flying.
That's a bear from Matty O, and this looks so good. Incredible.
Yeah.
It's a very precise entry into the screen. You've got to pick one side or other of that dead tree in the middle and then keep it really low. If you go left or right, so many trees on the screen. And that is the plaque that Matty-O actually he threw a disc to that spot where Andrew is after 2 strokes in our skins match last year.
Nice.
Incredible drive. Ray Jordan placked it up, the spot that he threw it to. This also looking good.
Catch a little of that late wood. All right, he's in the circle.
From where people need to approach from, because of that lake, it's either a really big mid-range or it's a fairway driver. And you see those fairways definitely skip off this mulch.
Yeah.
Head into the woods. It's typical.
Got to play it in front of the basket, not at the basket.
Gives those big arms who can throw mid-range an advantage.
Yeah.
Andy. If you would have told me that he got a birdie out of that approach shot, I'd have told you that he threw one in.
I mean, look at this. Whoa. Did he go under that tree?
Maybe a little more direct.
You can see the basket. We can see him. In comes the putter. He's doing Andrew Marweed things.
Little smile on his face, too. Woo. Got a birdie right there?
Yeah. That was nice to have an opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, he hit first available.
Yeah.
Matty, a little left. I wonder if that tree kind of forced him to throw Annie or not use the right side of the basket. Hard to tell.
Something's up. He was hot yesterday.
Jamming it in there.
That's
Adam, very confident bid.
I've been seeing it all weekend.
Yeah.
Calm demeanor.
Yep. Good par putt. Not the one you want, but better than a bogey.
Yep.
Birds for Adam and Andrew. Pars for Andrew and Matt. We got two Andrews. It's definitely making things difficult. Headed into hole 6. This is a fantastic hole. Beautifully, just like a meadow in the middle of the forest with this stepped up bicolor mulched green.
Yeah. A great shot. Is just beautiful to watch, too.
It is.
They'll stand up, flip to flat, keep pushing straight.
Oh. Another little kiss.
Little kisses.
He's definitely dabbling with fire right now.
Not big kicks. Interesting. That's what you need to keep things rolling.
Whoa. Is this okay? It almost got back left. Was starting to hyzer and gets a very different reaction than Andrew. Matt using the same fairway he approached with last hole. Well, this is how you do it. Just beat the end tree right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Up to the last step.
Maybe show the basket back there.
Too pure.
Put it back there, Ray.
Wow. It would make you feel like you had to flip it up that much more.
This left side's tricky.
It continued to fight, I think. Hard to tell exactly, but yeah, he's going to have a putt, I believe. Yeah. Full extension. Love the commitment.
A lot of work for a little 25-footer left.
Yeah. You got to take those little ones serious, though.
Yeah.
Coming out of the woods at Blue Ribbon Pines, you can easily just catch something and watch it come back to you. Oh my goodness, he's so good from everywhere.
Soft bid layup. Yes, please.
I didn't know that he was going to be so good at the Annie soft bid, but it doesn't surprise me. He's so good at every other kind of putting.
Spent a lot of time around the basket.
All right. Matty O grabbing a stroke on this card. much needed as well. He had dropped a couple back of the pace.
Here's a stroke.
It's a good birdie to get. A little smile on your face knowing that you got a jump putt hole.
Yeah, I was about to say.
When I heard it was a 21-hole layout, I for sure thought this one was out of it. This is being played final round right here. I mean,
Did you get it?
Yes. Yes, I typically jump putt close to where I'm aiming.
What a bit.
Yeah, but it sets up for, it's a tricky little, this is the final round of an A tier. So this is the challenge right now. Matt gonna spin it instead of jump it. Little heavy on the turn. Oh no.
Yeah. That overturn, you walk out to watch your frisbee and you're like, oh, I'm heading right towards a tree
Yeah.
that I couldn't see off the tee pad.
Okay. This is not what I thought we'd start with, honestly.
Luke.
It's
I'm
155
telling you.
feet, but
Right.
plays 130.
We could say that over and over again, but here we are.
That's all you got to do.
Strokes on folks.
I think that tree by the basket, just short right of it, kind of keeps you from being able to truly go for the ace run on that route.
Ask Germ.
Well, Germ goes left of that tree.
I know. How much slack do we get for that?
I told him to have somebody videotape it today, and if he pulls it off, send it to me. And as we sit here right now, I don't have a message from Germ.
He didn't pull it off.
Oh. Andy nearly making up for his mistake.
Somebody still wants birdie.
Prezi, by the way, threw a perfect little spinner all the way down there. He's got a tap in birdie. Matteo to keep pace with that.
Let's go.
Love to see it. Matty on a downhiller. Wouldn't bet against it.
It's 2 in a row. Just catching some momentum here.
Sick slow-mo. Jumping up in the background. There we go. Just a par. Going to be a little disappointed knowing he's losing one to Adam. And that lead's about to be 2. As we get done with the first third of our round.
Yeah.
Honestly, Adam's still up with a little bit of cushion.
He's got some momentum. Well, he took a 3 before that little shorty.
Dude is wire to wire at this point, and he won league on Thursday.
Thanks.
So he's basically owned the state of Minnesota for now 4 straight days. Hole 8 is a great par 4. Starts with a good forehand, in my opinion. It's got to finish left-right late, is why I say that. I'm not anti-backhand. Anybody out there?
Saddle.
Matteo threw an absolute peach on this one first round. Same disc. I was looking for him to repeat, and that one sets up a tricky hole. Tugged out of the hand, but makes its way back into the middle. You got options from there. Andrew just going to piece this thing up. Not trying to get too much off the top, which is this strategy is why he won Northwood Black.
Very
why
well
he won the
put.
Champions Cup.
Yes.
He kept himself in play. He dictated the entire flight. He didn't try and go for too much. And this will be great. End up by the net over here. Oh, counter skips off the root, and that's basically 130 feet, 40 feet from the pin.
Yeah. Jump
Should
putt.
be an easy up and down.
Get lucky.
Trying to get back into position. Catching some late trees. That right side is pretty rough.
Can be.
He stayed in bounds off the tee. That's nice, but he's still got some work to do.
Prez catching a little cabbage high.
He knows.
Throwing it up there by the snack shack.
He knows.
Into the fans.
Miss long here, though. Don't dump it into the moat short. Trying to be cute and park it.
So if Matt can get a skip here, no, didn't really skip. I was thinking he could get to like his pond edge, possibly have a jumper, but that'll be a bogey if he gets up and down. It's going to be losing one of them. Oh, I was about to say this man right here. I was so confident that he was about to throw that near the basket, but gets pretty fortunate, honestly, to end up over the pond, over there in a spot with a putt. And wow, that's one of the best locations I've ever seen off of drive.
Come on.
He was trying to make it.
Again, you got to miss this thing long. There's no need to be touchy here.
You know, honestly, that was a bid for Matteo.
Yeah, 100%.
He could have laid that thing up in between the pond and the basket if he wanted to. That was a run.
Yeah. Trouble. On that left side, it looks like it stayed up.
Yeah. I think that tree might have dictated what he was able to do with that jumper. Prezi putting with a very muscular man in the background.
Fearless, too.
Wow. Standstill. Out of the spectators.
That's how you win a major.
Dude. Guy's got the heart. There we go. Andy to get that stroke back. Get within one of Adam. And this thing has just gone from 1 to 2 to 1 to 2.
These guys
haven't quite caught him yet.
They don't feel pressure. They apply it.
Indeed. Indeed. You can just tell by the expressions today that they're feeling it. Matty O, you see it every one of those putts. It matters a little more today. They're all just one stroke adding up to a total, but on that final day, you can recollect exactly when and where those strokes were lost. It's part of what makes it tough and what makes it amazing.
Yeah.
Hole 9. This is a great hole, very unique hole, really. It plays good for a stall backhand righty hyzer. But you got to make sure you don't throw this thing straight out the backside. It comes up quick. Andrew going low. I haven't seen this work out very well in the past.
Ooh.
That's about as good as you can do, I
This is
think.
the present, and that was pretty good.
Without going in between the trees, really going around them like he did. Yeah, he played that perfectly. This is more typical. Just a little tight from Andy. Penetrates far enough so that the OB isn't in play. You do see people kick back into that out of bounds that hit early. I think for a guy like Adam, the out of bounds long comes into play way more than the other guys. And that landed safe, I'm being told. There it is right there. Oh my gosh. Flirts with the long OB as I'm talking about it being a possibility.
That was a towering shot.
It was. Matt likes Prezi's line. Oh, pulls it off nearly the same, catching late, but continuing through a trunk.
That line plays better for a skip to the basket.
There ain't no skips in that grass. That's the luscious grass on the property.
If you're coming in with that heat, it's going to skip. A lot of people walked on this weekend.
Dude.
Ray Jordan grew this grass.
That's why I believe in its strength. It's because it's Rays. Matt, just a little right. Liked it. Almost running it down. Andrew from a pace inside of that. Great putt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. I think it was outside the circle. Well, it had to be, I suppose, if he was outside of that, and that was a jumper. that stroke that Andy got back, he immediately gives back to Adam. So 2-stroke cushion now. And Andy's got a 2-stroke cushion on Matty O. Andrew kind of hanging in there. We have those extra holes. It's literally his only possibility to win at this point is really thinking that those extra holes exist. The last one's an island, stroke swings. He could play perfect or close to it and still take this thing down.
There is so much trouble out here at BRP. If you're playing good, you're on your timing, everything's clicking, you can breeze through it, but it'll expose what's not working for the day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, your backhand straight shots off. Ooh. Yeah, you'd be in the woods, man. Perfect shot from Prezi. I like that he kept it so low.
Yes.
Slid it up to the edge. Didn't try and air it into that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Great forehand play.
You love the style points of airing it into the green, though.
100%.
As much as I love Prezi's, I also love Adams. We got 2 forehand guys. One of them with a fairway driver on a 253, skipping off of the log, possibly creating an obscured putt that he's 100% going to hit because he's Andrew Marweed.
No doubt.
For anybody else, that might have been the difference.
Yeah, he's got super long legs, can reach any angle.
Matteo dimed right next to Andrew Presnell.
Maybe Ray will put a little ramp right there. Those low shots just skip right in. Maybe an extra bit of mulch right there.
Andy's on a knee. We're for sure not making it, but Andy,
I told you,
on the
tarantula.
other hand, not a problem. Easy does it for the rest of this crew. That's an all-star. That's exactly what it should be.
Yeah. You don't have to be in the bowl.
Matteo just keeping pace with these guys.
Look at this little funky putt. Closest in the bunch, and he's got to work for it.
That's how it goes out here. We got the hanging basket up next. If the previous hole was a little backhand simple upshot, this is the little forehand simple upshot. Pure hyzer, works good. You can't guarantee the ground skip because it's been a little wet, so I think airing it high and around the corner really plays best.
I like it.
And you don't do that by grabbing your most stable disc. Oh, unfortunate little skip right into the log. Kicks him outside the circle, honestly. Good looking shot. Oh, slightly tight.
Yeah. Really hit that hyzer angle quick.
Made it to the chips, though. I think we're going to see this demonstration right here. Nice and high all the way around.
It's Earls as well.
It was Earls. Both those guys going Earls, getting lucky. They're both sitting about 20 feet. Matteo, he's touchy with his forehand, so he can throw this little 12 speed. That was less Earls than the other boys, and so he got stuck.
Everyone's trying to throw just that chop hyzer, and I think you got to get the disc flat and just let it die to the basket. They're trying to get that skip so that more angle out of the hand.
Matt giving it that run, making sure he keeps it close, though. Last thing you want is another 30-footer on this high basket.
Last thing you want is the second putt on this high basket after Presnell bangs a big one because that thing's going to be moving all over the place.
It does move, yeah. Pro move to steady it for your card mates. I'm going to take back what I said, too. I think that Matteo's was even more Earls early than theirs. I think they both went inside, but I think Matt's was even more inside.
Yeah.
So, not unlucky. appropriately unlucky.
No. Taking advantage of a little slippery tree move there.
That dude
Oh.
right there, that's a gentleman. See that?
Oh, yeah.
That's how you do it. Pro move, gentleman move. Steadying it for Matty O. Does he steady it for anybody?
Do unto others.
No, there's nobody behind him. All right, let's check this leaderboard out. Adam Hammies, Andrew Marweed, both 8 under through 11. Scorching pace. Kayla Viska trying to make it back-to-back Majestics. You guys got to come back and join us. This is the final round of the 2024 Minnesota Majestic, man. We got some of the best holes in golf upcoming. For Tall Paul Oman, I'm Luke Humphreys. Thank you for being with us on this GK Pro coverage, and we will see you to wrap this thing up